Hey, what's going on, guys? Up here at Reaction RC Hobbies in Grand Rapids to show you guys the Mighty Chihuahua Servo. I've had this out now for a couple weeks, but have not done a video on it showing you guys on YouTube how it performs, and actually can perform better than what I've got it set up as, because in this truck here, I'm just running the stock setup as far as the ESC and electronics. But I do have a Baby Goliath motor in here, and we're running a Furatech Scythe Gladiator chassis. But you can see the servo tucked in here, and it's just running on an aftermarket mount, and you can get it to tuck in there. It sits right up on the links right there. It's a little bit longer servo, and that's where some of that extra power comes from. You can see the CCxRC branding on the front of it. These are made by REEFS RC, and they do work with his REEFS servo horns. If you don't like the mighty white servo horn that does come with it, you can get an aftermarket metal one that is sold for the 25 tooth spline that this has. As you can see, I did misspell the logo on the case art, but on the actual servo itself, it is spelled correctly. So most people are going to ditch this case anyway, or take out all the artwork and use it to hold screws and stuff like that. That's what I do. But you can see we're only running at the 6 volts, so it's only 80 ounce inches, but you get a Furatech system or another system in here, like a Castle or a BEC, and you can get this up to 104 ounce inches of torque. And you can see the speeds, very, very quick and very powerful servo. So we'll give you a little bit of run footage of it here, show you how it does with a stock system if you don't want to go and change everything else out. I'm still running stock shocks on this, stock radio, just put some brass wheels on here with the scrambler tires. We did change the chassis out, but adding the weight makes a big difference. But when we're here and we're doing our comps, we want to have that walkability with the servo. So you want it to be strong and you want it to be pretty quick. So this gets you a little bit of both. So you can pick these up here at Reaction RC Hobbies. Will have them for sale, or on my website if you're interested. If you're local, this is the place to definitely get it. This truck I haven't driven in a while, but it's handling pretty good. Whoop, there goes the purgatory sign. This setup I really like with these brass wheels and these scrambler tires. People have tried to get me to buy a lot of different tires for my truck, and I keep coming back to these. We are running overdrive gearing on the front, so that'll help with giving us a little bit better steering as far as being able to pull the corners around and things like that. Hopefully we got enough battery life in here. I did not charge it before I came. I'd had this set up for when I went up to Walter's RC Park last week with Jeff to look at stuff for the Great Lakes Gauntlet. As you can see, the truck itself is handling pretty good. The servo has been getting me where I need it to go. Nothing really tricky for it yet. There's an area where it's binding. Lily could see it was even flexing that tire out because it got bound in there. But the servo had enough power to fight against it, which is one of the things that you're going to want and need. All right, so the hard part is one-handed getting it to walk. I don't know that I really want it to here. There it goes. Not sure if we're gonna get it around or not. So far, it's moving it pretty good. We're just walking, try not to use a reverse here if we can avoid it. Oh, it's falling. Oh, how do we recover that? I'd like to say it's the servo, but there's a little bit of driver. I'll be vain instead of talking about how good the servo is. Whoa. Take a reverse there. So as you can see, you got quite a bit of power and speed in this servo. If you guys are interested, like I said, check them out at CCxRC.com. We got all the stats and all that listed. Have a link for them in the description below for anybody that doesn't live here in the Grand Rapids area. If you do live in this area, come on down to Reaction RC Hobbies. Check out all the cool playground stuff they've got here for you to do for crawling, the products they've got. And you can pick yourself one up here. All right, guys, have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time.